guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kiara if you don't know me, and today I decided I'm going to do a full body home workout. So we're going to target mostly our booty, but as well our arms, back and everything else in general, and abs. It's going to be a full body circuit. All you need, you could either use your body weight if you haven't got anything at home, but I'm personally going to use some resistance bands. But yeah, let's get into the workout now. So our first exercise is going to be a squat with an abduction. The reason why I do this is because with the squat, again, we're going to target our gluteus maximus. With the abduction, we're going to target our gluteus medius and minimus, which are on the side of our booty. In this way, with this one exercise, we're targeting the whole glute muscle. Technique tips here. Feet slightly rotated outward, not too much, because if they're too rotated outward, you'll tend to target your quads instead. So they need to be just slightly rotated. Let me show you. So these are how I like to rotate mine. Not too much like this, because you'll target your quads, just slightly like this. So what you want to do is just literally squat down, bring your body weight down, like this, without letting your knees cave in. Knees out. Squeeze, a big squeeze at the bottom, come back up, abduction, and then back again to squat, come back up, and to the other side. Same thing. For this next exercise, it's just a chair. You don't need anything else. So if you haven't got a resistance band, you haven't got really any excuses, because you don't need anything to do this apart from a chair. And I'm sure that anyone can find a chair, or you could use a box or anything that has a stable surface that can hold your weight. If you got anything higher than a chair that you could use, feel free to use that, because the higher the chair or the object that you've got, the better it is for your glutes. These exercises particularly will target your under booty, so the bottom part of your glutes, and that is perfect because it helps you lift your glutes. So you do want to include some exercises that target every single side of your glutes. So for these exercises, it's a bit tricky. So if you haven't got a lot of stability like me, because I haven't got a lot of balance, to be fair, I just do like to hold on to something. So I'm just gonna be holding onto the wall or anything that you've got, because personally I haven't got a lot of balance. But if you can do this without holding onto anything, that is great for you. It means you've got a lot of balance. What you want to do is literally just step onto the chair and up. See, I'm just like to hold onto something, then kick back, and then really slowly coming down. The reason why you want to come down slowly is because to get your muscle more engaged, your glutes engaged even more. So you do want to take your time while doing these exercises. It's also safer to do it slower too. So again, I'm just going to keep holding on to this, because as I said, I haven't got great balance. And really slowly coming down. Oh my god, it really targets your bottom glutes, honestly. Do it, come down as slowly as you can. Then up, down, up, down. Same thing with the other foot. The next exercise is going to be a single leg deadlift. As well, again, if you haven't got a lot of balance, make sure you can hold onto the wall. This is not, it doesn't mean that you're not doing the exercise right, because you're still going to use it, you're still going to feel it the same way in your glutes. That means holding onto something for more stability will help you do the exercise even better. Whether you want to hold onto something or not depends entirely up to your own stability. And if you haven't got a great balance and you try to do it without holding onto something, it's gonna be worse. because you're not going to be able to focus on the exercise. You're going to try to think on keeping the balance rather than actually focus on the contraction of your muscle. I'm just going to lean backwards, so push my pelvis back, and as I do that, I lift the opposite foot up, and I just come down with the weight all the way down until I get a nice deep stretch, and come back up and squeeze as hard as I can. Same thing, come back down, nice deep stretch, and come back up and squeeze. Again, and squeeze. Same thing with the other leg. For this deadlift variation, I'm just going to use a long resistance band, like this one, and I'm just going to step on top of it, and then use the weight as well, and just put the extremities of those, and just get the extremities of the band around the weight. If you haven't got weight, again, feel free to use a water bottle. And what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to bring the weight all the way up, like so. Nice deep squeeze. For the next exercise, I'm just going to use 2 weights in here. These are 2 kettlebells. If you've got dumbbells, again, feel free to use dumbbells, or you can use 2 water bottles, hold them like 2 small ones, and we're going to do a walking lunge. If you don't feel comfortable using anything, this exercise works wonders well, even just with your body weight, using your body weight. So what you want to do, just go very far back from the room. So you want to use quite a big room for this exercise, and just lunge forward. And do all the way till the other part of the room. Just going to do back as well. Again, we're going to go 4 times, back and forth. You want to make sure that you take really wide stance, so you take a really wide stance when you lunge forward, but make sure you don't lean too forward like this when you're doing your lunges. You still want to maintain a neutral spine, slightly forward, not too much like this. The position is basically you need to form a 90-degree angle. Don't worry if your knees go slightly past your toes. The main thing is that they're facing the same direction. So for the first exercise for our upper body, I'm going to use a long resistance band, and I'm going to tie one of the extremities on my foot, and I'm going to just tie it several times, basically, to make it harder, basically, to pull. And then after this, I'm just going to grab the other extremity of the band and just really pull towards my chest. These exercises also will target your back. What I basically stepped in the middle of the resistance band and grabbed both of the extremities with my arms, and then I'm just basically leaning forward and pulling towards my chest again. With this exercise, we're going to target our shoulders. I don't know whether you can see it or not, but basically I stepped onto the band with my feet again, and I grabbed the other loop pulling towards my face, and that way I'm just targeting my shoulders, keeping my elbows up as well. So for this exercise instead, I'm going to use 2 dumbbells and I'm going to target my arms. It's a bicep curl, so what you want to do is just grab your water bottle or your weights. I'm going to show you in a bit how to do it with a water bottle as well, and just literally bicep curl towards your face. With this exercise instead, we're going to target our chest. So what you want to do is grab a long resistance band by the extremities, really stretch the resistance band as much as you can, and then bring the 2 extremities together and really squeeze and pause so that you can really target your chest in that way. Now we're going to do a simplified push-up. It's basically for beginners. That's why you stand on your knees. But again, if you're more advanced, feel free to stand on your feet. And what you want to do is just go as close as possible to the ground, spreading the floor with your arms and really squeezing your rear delts. And that will also target your chest. And here I start an abs circuit. That means I'm going to do a couple of different exercises that target your abs, and these are going to be done with no rest. Sorry about the change of scenery. That was all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know what else you want me to talk about in the next videos as well. But yeah, I hope you stay safe and you have an amazing time. Please make sure you always keep yourself busy and you try to exercise as much as you can at home too. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next week.